My name is Cindy McCloskey, and I have been working here since October of '99. So I was visiting with people downstairs. I came up to check my bar, and I went through the doorway, and in the corner of one of the rooms was a gentleman seated in a chair. And I went, oh my gosh, there's a gentleman seated in a chair. So I turned around. I did not take a step. I just turned around to get a beverage napkin, and I turned back, and he was gone. Well, it was more startling to see a man up in the bar when I didn't think there was a man in the bar. It was almost anticlimactic that he disappeared. I see this gentleman a lot. Not as clearly and not straight on, but certainly out of the corner of my eye. And he's sitting in a chair, he's sitting at tables like he wants to be waited on.
No eye contact or anything?
The husband and his wife, and he has 2 daughters. They're celebrating their anniversary. And the husband was very skeptical. He was like, oh my God, he goes, you guys are just making this up because you're just doing it for publicity. He goes, it's not real. He goes, it's a big old fraud. And I told him, well, people believe differently. It depends on what you believe or don't believe and stuff. And so they ordered their dinner and everything else. And all through the dinner, well, before that, he was like just making fun of it and everything else. He goes, where's the ghost and this and that. Well, they had to order lobster dinners because there was an anniversary. And I brought out the lobster dinners. And the man tells me, he goes, well, there's ghosts here. He goes, why didn't you have the ghost bring this out? And right then the chandelier, the light bulbs all exploded and the glass fell on top of the table. And the little girl started crying and everything else. We had to take the lobsters back and gave him some new lobsters. And when I came back with the new lobsters, the wife was all upset. She goes, we're going to have to wrap these up. She goes, because my blankety blank husband just ruined our anniversary. The girls are scared to death, she goes, because of that, she goes. So we're going to have to take that to go. Other instances that we had, like our old manager, David Scoville, he had a daughter, and she was like about 6 years old, Devin. David would come and check on her periodically, like in an hour or so, everything else, and he'd tell her, Devin, what were you doing? She goes, well, Josephita was reading me a book. And Josephita's basically the one that they say was haunted the house and that lives here. And she would always say, Josephita read her book, or Josephita told her a story, or she's playing with Josephita. And David would always tell you, are you sure it was Josephita? She goes, yeah. She goes, she told me her name was Josephita and everything else. And she would always see Josephita upstairs. Another time, when I was a manager here back in about 15 years ago, one night everybody took off, left me here all alone. So I locked all the doors. It was like closing time. Locked all the doors, turned all the lights off, checked all the securities, everything else, and everything was locked properly. And I was up there at the front door putting my coat in, when in the kitchen I noticed that the lights were on and we had swinging doors there. Swinging doors were going back and forth. I go, somebody stayed behind and they're trying to trick me. I go and scare me and stuff. So go in the kitchen, nobody there. So turn the lights off of there and go back to the front door to put my coat in again and look upstairs, and the lights are on upstairs. So I thought, they must have gone around me, got upstairs and stuff. So came upstairs, checked everything up here, and there was nobody up here at all. And so going back down the stairway, the kitchen doors were swinging back and forth all over again, and there was a little breeze. So I just put my coat in and left the place, and it wasn't a robbery or anything else, but otherwise, you would have known that by security cameras and stuff, but there was nobody here. And a lot of people have different things that happen here at the mansion, especially upstairs. People say that they'll be sitting here and they'll see the fringe of the antique lamp. Somebody looks like they're putting their finger around the fringe of the lamp, so they're still sitting there. Or people say that they feel somebody touching the back of their head. Or they see somebody passing by, like a vision passing besides them and stuff. So a lot of different people have different visions of what they see here at the house and stuff. She had the most to do with the interior decorating. She did all the paintings and the murals in the house, which are all originals from her. She has a certain rocking chair up here, upstairs in the lounge, that we used to move around back and forth when we used to redecorate upstairs. And anytime we move that rocking chair, the next thing we'll come upstairs, there'll be broken glass, lamps knocked over, chairs thrown down. And we would check the video, of course, to see if there's any robberies or that, but nothing was missing. It's just that everything was knocked down, broken, and stuff like that. And finally, we met this lady that used to live here when she was a child. This lady was like 92 years old, and she said that Josephita had a rocking chair that she would relax in and do her artwork or have her cats on her. And she like nobody sitting in her rocking chair. So she told us that where Josephita liked her rocking chair, right beneath the stairwell. and we tied the rocking chair with a rope so maybe sit on it, put her picture above it, and we never had problems again. Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't feel like the hairs on my arms stand up or anything else. And like I said, at first I thought it was a joke, but then when I saw that it was really serious and there was nobody here, it really scared me and stuff. And I was like, oh, you know. But Josephita's really never been a bad ghost. She's always been a good ghost, friendly, everything else, and never scared anybody, you know, and stuff. So if she's a ghost, she'll be considered, I guess, a friendly ghost and stuff, you know. So she's not scary, but still, it was still terrorizing to see that happen and stuff, you know. So I respect ghosts. I mean, if they're out there and stuff, I believe in ghosts. So I think that there is like an afterlife and this spiritual thing. So I do believe in it.